Hello everybody, this is Mr. Rob and welcome back to another episode of the Athletics franchise here on MLB The Show 24. Today we're going to get through the last full week in August, starting off with a 3-game stretch to Kansas City to face the 61-71 Kansas City Royals at Kauffman Stadium. If you're excited for this one, make sure you drop a like and you subscribe down below, especially if you want more franchise content. The Athletics come to this game 53-78, looking for some wins as we'll see the lefty Daniel Lynch on the mound for the Royals, making his 16th start of the season. And leading off for the Athletics will be none other than Zach Geloff, the usual guy to lead off for this A squad. First pitch to him, and he will hit a base hit through the right side of the infield. So a leadoff man already on for the Athletics. Tyler Soderstrom still in the 2-hole, hitting now 265, a little bit lower for him. But he gets plunked by a slider, so that'll help. 2 on with nobody out for Eddie Rosario, and he's going to slap this one to left for a base hit. And just like that, 3 batters in, the Athletics are on the board. An RBI single for Eddie Rosario. Still nobody down for Brent Rooker, who swings and misses on a nice knuckle curve from Lynch. So first out from him brings up Esteury Ruiz, who will pop this one up into center field. But Waters will come in and make the grab for 2 down. We'll take a look at the rest of this A's lineup. 5 batters in. The only switch up we'll see today is there will be no Ryan Noda at first base. It'll be Jordan Diaz in the 9 spot. And before him, we'll see Robbie Martin, Nick Allen at short today, and then Jacob Wilson at third base. The leadoff man Geloff leads the A's in WAR with a 1.8. So 2 down now for Robbie Martin, hitting 270, and he just chops this one up over to third, and that will end the first. But the A's get 1. That'll bring it up to their starter today, Paul Blackburn, making his 26th appearance of the season. ERA still at 5.93, very high, but at least it's coming down a little bit. And the rookie Ken Rose will lead off for the Royals, a second-round pick just last year from Horsham High School in Pennsylvania. But he starts off the day with a K. Michael Garcia up next, rolls one over to short. Allen will have to charge it, and he will make the play. So good out there, brings the 2 down. We'll take a look at how Kansas City will roll out their lineup today. We'll see Bobby Witt Jr. followed by Ollie Graham, Joey Meneses, Ezekiel Tovar, Drew Waters, Kyle Isbell, and Bennett Hostler making his MLB debut behind the plate in the 9-hole. So here's the foundation of the Royals. It's Bobby Witt, who leads the Orioles in OPS. And well, that will stay with a shot like this. A solo shot down the left field line for Bobby Witt Jr. And just like that, we're retied up in this game. 15th home run of the season, goes 4-10 down the left field line. And we're all knotted up at 1 apiece thanks to the Kansas City Royals superstar. That'll bring up the 4-hole hitter, Ollie Graham, which you might know this name. He's a rookie. He was the number 3 overall pick last year out of UCLA, and if he would have spelled one more spot, he would have been our top guy in the draft. So unfortunately missed out on Ollie Graham, but he grounds out here to end the first. Go bottom 4, Bobby Witt Jr. back up at the dish for his second appearance of the day, and well, he's going to hit this one off the base of the wall. So Witt Jr. already having a great start to his day. It's a leadoff double. That'll bring up Ollie Graham for his second at-bat, and he'll fly this one into right, shallow right field for Rooker. But Witt, one of the fastest players in baseball, will take off for third, and he'll make it. So a tag up there brings him 90 feet of home. So basically any ball put in play will score him. Joey Meneses will do just that, and it won't be any ball. This one will be a deep shot that one hops off the center field wall about where Witt hit his. That's going to be a 1-out RBI double for Meneses, and the Royals have their first lead of the day. It's 2-1. Ezekiel Tovar up next. First pitch, chopper over to short. Allen will field it cleanly, and that's a quick 2 down for Drew Waters now. Trying to bring home another insurance run. Walked in his first at bat and then strikes out here. But KC does get 1, makes it a 2-1 lead. We'll stay with them bottom 5. Here's Kyle Isbell at the plate, and the right fielder will ground out to Allen, who's had a pretty busy defensive day thus far. Bennett Hostler making his MLB debut, and he strikes out in his second at bat. So still wait on his first hit. His 4th K of the day for Blackburn will bring up Rose, the second-round pick last year, who's 0 for 2 to start. Rose got a couple of young guys already at the majors, and Rose is one of them. 0-2 to him here, but he launches this one to right. Rooker's going to have to go back for it, and he won't get there. It'll be off the right field wall. That's a 2-out double for the Royals' second baseman, as that is his first career MLB double. I'll bring up Michael Garcia, who's 0 for 2 on the day with 2 ground outs, the Gold Glove third baseman from a year ago. And the first pitch to Garcia, and well, he's not going to waste any time. A single up the middle. Rose will be sent home. Ruiz comes up firing, but the throw is not in time. It's 3-1 Royals. Little two-out rally here from KC. Witt trying to keep it alive. 2 for 2, make it 3 for 3. He'll single into right field. Rooker will grab it, but this inning's still not over. Ollie Graham now 0 for 2. He hits it over to short, and Allen will finally put this one away. The KC tacks on another. It's 3-1. As we'll go into the 6th inning now, Buck Farmer, the former Seattle Mariner, in for the Royals. Relieving Lynch, who had a pretty good game if you just take away that first inning. And Farmer starts by striking out Brent Rooker. Ruiz's turn, 0-1. He tries to lay down a bunt, but it's popped up. Easy play for Farmer. That's quickly 2 down now for the Athletics. Now how they saw this inning going, and Robbie Martin can't pull the trigger on a slider. So a good 1-2-3 inning from Farmer. Those will go into the next, where it's Alex Lang, the righty, who takes in for the Royals. As the offense for the Athletics just trying to get something going. First batter, Allen, he pops up into foul territory. Easy play for the first baseman, Meneses, who will glove it. How about Jacob Wilson? He looks at strike 3. Sinker down low, gets him. And now in the 9-hole, Jordan Diaz, 0-2, and he can't connect. And the A's offense gone quiet since the first inning, absolutely silenced. Zach Jackson in relief now for the Athletics, making his 65th appearance, 5.14 ERA. Trying to bring that down a little bit. Here's Bennett Hostler, who's still looking for his first hit. But it won't come here. He flies out to Eddie Rosario. How about Ken Rose? He draws a walk, fastball low. So he'll take first base for Michael Garcia. He got his first hit in his last at-bat, but here he'll ground over to Wilson, and they will go around the horn. And that'll end the 7th inning. Go now into the next one. Carlos Hernandez in for the Royals, the flame-throwing righty, in to set up the 8th. He'll start off with Gill-off, first pitch, and he tries to foul off a slider, but it will be not out of play as this ball makes the grab, out number 1. Soderstrom now hasn't had an official at bat. He strikes out, and that'll be it. 100-mile-an-hour fastball, unhittable on that part of the plate. And now 2 down for Eddie Rosario, who swings through a slider, and the Athletics still can't get any hits on as we go into the 9th inning. John Schreiber out of the pen for the Royals to close it down here in the 9th. The Athletics are running out of time because it's closing time in KC. First batter, Brent Rooker, 1-2. He swings on a low slider. That's out number 1. They'll bring up the 5-hole hitter, Esteury Ruiz. And he has the first pitch to him, and he will slap this one to right field for a base hit. And that's actually the first base hit for the Athletics since the first inning. Yes, that's how quiet it's been on offense. Robbie Martin's turn, full count pitch, and he pops up a fastball. Easy play over there at first, and it'll be gloved by Meneses. Now the game comes down to Nick Allen in the 7-hole. First pitch to him, Ruiz is taken off for second, trying to get him in scoring position, and he does. That'll help. The AL leader in stolen bases with his 39th. Next pitch to Allen, 0-1. He pops it up into right field. Isbell will get there, and that will do it for this one. The Royals win this one by a final score of 3-1. Started off promising for the Athletics in the top of the first. They got a couple of hits and scored an early run, but that was all the offense showed up for. They only showed up for an 11% of the game. The rest of the 8 innings, only 1 hit. They did draw a couple of walks, but unable to get the bat on the ball and get some hits was their downfall. As the Royals win this one 3-1. Schreiber gets his 4th save of the season, as Josh Hader's actually been hurt on the injured list, so a good inning from him and a good audition. It gets them the W. Bobby Witt Jr., your player of the game. That'll take us into game number 2, where we win 9-4, and this was in 11 innings, and it was actually 2-2 going into the 11th inning. You would never know from that score, though, as Brent Rooker hit his 27th home run of the season. And then in game 3, wins 6-0, so we take 2 of 3 against the Royals. J.P. Sears, 8 innings, 0 earned, 7 Ks. A solid performance from him. And Robbie Martin hit a grand slam in the first to give the Athletics the lead, and they never looked back, as that'll take us into the second half of this episode, where we return home to Sutter Health Park to face off against the AL East best and defending AL pennant winners, the 79-55 Houston Astros, here at home. And this will be a start for Luis Medina, a chance for him to grace the mound. But before we get to him, here he is, his 4th start of the season. He's been a long reliever for most of it, but I want to see him get some more starts down the stretch. So we'll see how he does here against a very good Astros squad. He'll start off with the 2022 Playoff and World Series MVP, Jeremy Pena. And he will begin the day started by grounding out to his shortstop brethren. And we'll take a look at how the Astros will line up today. We'll see Joey Loperfido up next, followed by Yordan Alvarez having an insane season. MVP caliber, that is. Kyle Tucker, Yainer Diaz, Ryan McMahon, Chas McCormick, Sean Bouchot, and Javier Baez round out this lineup. And second in the AL in runs scored. Loperfido then looks at a fastball on the outside corner. Nice pitch from Medina. Trying to get a 1-2-3 inning. Here's Yordan Alvarez, and he skies this one up into foul territory. Rooker not giving up on it, though. He's at the wall, and he makes the grab. So good play by Rooker, and it is a 1-2-3 inning. On the mound for the Stros will be the lefty Framber Valdez in his last start. 7 innings, 2 earned, and a W against the Cubs. We'll see if he can continue that here against the Athletics, and he'll start off against Jack Geloff, who gets a good pitch to hit, but just grounds it up over to second. And we'll take a look at this Athletics squad. Same order, except Ryan Noda is now in at first base, so you just take out Diaz, put Noda back in, and you have the exact same order that we just saw in Game 1 of that Royals series that only got 3 hits, so hopefully they can exceed that total here today. Soderstrom up next, waits on a curveball, good contact, but it's hit right at the center fielder. So that's out number 2 now. Eddie Rosario also makes good contact on a curveball, but this time it will drop, so there's a hit. A 1-out single from Eddie, who had the RBI in the first game we saw. And then Rooker with a perfect timing. It's off the glove of McMahon, and everybody is safe. So there's 2 hits for the A's. And we get a 2-out rally. It's our best clutch hitter in Ruiz, but he just pokes this one up over to first, and that'll end the first inning. We'll go into the top of the 4th now. 1 away for Yordan Alvarez, who walks on 4 straight pitches. The way he's been playing, I don't necessarily hate that decision. That'll bring up Kyle Tucker, who's on a massive 9-year extension in the offseason to stay in Houston. He gets an 0-1 pitch and just pops this one up. Jacob Wilson in the infield, and he'll put it away for out number 2. Alvarez stays on first base for Yainer Diaz, who launches this one deep to right field. Rooker is back, but runs out of space, and this one is gone. A 2-run homer for Yainer Diaz, the 2-time consecutive Silver Slugger in the American League, trying to go for 3. His 20th home run of the season, and that gives the Astros first blood as they lead 2-0. Top 5 now, 1 away for Loperfido with a runner on first. There's a nice strikeout from Medina. That's his 7th K of the day, and then I'll bring up Yordan Alvarez for another at-bat. Walked in his last at-bat, but then I'll actually do it for Medina. He wasn't at full stamina. So he goes 4 2/3, and we'll bring in J.P. Fire Ison, the former Diamondback, to get the final out of the inning. On a fresh arm against Yordan Alvarez, and it works out. He strikes him out on 3 pitches. So good job by Fire Ison. He stays into the 6th. Kyle Tucker leads off, and he strikes him out as well. So, okay. Fire Ison, who's kind of struggled in A's uniform, off to a solid start, but then Yainer Diaz will single up the middle right as they start to gas him up a little bit. So a runner now on first for Ryan McMahon. And with an 0-1-1 pitch, he will hit this one to center field. And that's now consecutive base hits given up by Fire Ison. Still only 1 down. Chas McCormick now 0-2 to him. And he will look to strike 3. Fastball low gets him. So now you need 1 more out. And it's going to bring up the former Rocky Sean Bouchot. And with a full count pitch and all the runners going, he singles through the right side of the infield. But with that head start, the runner's going to be sent home, and he will score. The Astros extend their lead 3-0 off the bat of Sean Bouchot. That'll do it for Fire Ison. Zach Jackson in relief, trying to get the final out against the 2016 playoff MVP Javi Baez. And he will do just that. Allen gets him and grounds him out to first. So 3-0 now to go bottom 7. The offense again going quiet as here's more good contact. But again, it's flied out straight to center field. Ball just not landing in the spots you want it to as Robbie Martin gets good contact, but he at least gets a base hit. That is the 4th base hit of the day for the Athletics, so at least they've exceeded their total from the last time we saw them. Allen up next, though, looks at a sinker low that gets him. That's strike 3. 6K of the day for Valdez. That'll bring up Jacob Wilson, who was a culprit of strikeouts earlier in the ball game. First pitch to him, and he lines it right at the middle, but a good glove by Valdez will stop it. And again, the A's are scoreless through 7. Mason Miller now comes in relief for the Athletics, 3.64 ERA. A lot of innings out of the bullpen. Hopefully he'll eat up a couple here. As Ryan McMahon up first for his day, and he softly lines it to Ryan Noda. 2 down now for Chas McCormick. And first pitch, he hits this one up the middle, but Miller doesn't have the same reflex that Valdez does. And that's going to be a single. 2 outs. Sean Bouchot had the big hit in his last at-bat this time. Pops it up, and Geloff should be able to get to that one. And he will, so that'll be put away. And we'll actually go into the 9th inning now, where Framber Valdez is still on the mound. He's going for the complete game shutout. Well, he starts by walking off Eddie, and that'll bring up Brent Rooker, one of the few guys with a hit in this game. First pitch to him, and he laces this one right over to first, gloved and tagged, and that's a double play. Good heads up from Loperfido. And this game quickly comes down to Esteury Ruiz, who makes more good contact, but again just flies it out to right, and the Astros will win this one. Valdez gets the complete game shutout as the Astros win 3-0. Just another game where the ball was just not landing where we wanted it to go. Plenty of good contact, but the outfielders and the infielders were just right there to get it. It was good contact, but it wasn't strong contact. And we lose this one 3-1, only getting 4 hits. So both the both the games we watched this episode, our combined hits were as much as the Astros got in this one game. That's not ideal for the offense. Valdez is obviously player of the game. Medina pitched okay. I can't necessarily fault him. He wasn't coming in at full stamina. But we do take game 2 7-5. Ruiz had 3 doubles in this game, which helps with us getting the victory, and a lot of RBIs all around. But then we drop game 3 10-2, so we lose the series. Soderstrom hits tying his career high in home runs with his 27th, and he gets his career high with 71 ribbies, but not a good performance from Miller out of the pen. And that'll bring us into the first week of September, which means September call-ups. We'll see a 3-game homestand against the Orioles before hosting the Texas Rangers, who have struggled this season, and we'll see who gets the call-up to be in the majors for the opening 2 spots. But thank you guys so much for watching this one. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you drop a like and you subscribe down below, especially if you want more franchise content. This is Mr. Rob, and I'll see you in the next one.